stop just for a moment. Don't rush to go back to the usual. Take a deep breath. Not just with your lungs, but with your awareness. Allow yourself to feel what is about to come. Close, just for a moment, that window of constant duty, I don't have time anymore, that's life. Because this moment, this one, right now, could mark a before and after. Think for a second about how things used to be. A few years ago, moving was as easy as breathing. You didn't have to think about it. You got up with energy, went out without fearing tiredness, climbed stairs without a second thought. Carrying grocery bags, reaching for something up high, bending down to pick something up, were everyday acts, automatic, part of your daily life. Your body was a silent ally. Always willing. Always ready. It was like a vehicle that didn't need a checkup, it just worked. But one day, you don't know exactly when, that started to change. Maybe it was one morning when it was harder to get up. Or a time you went out and were surprised to feel your heart racing just from walking a few blocks. Maybe it was that first pain when bending over, or that sound in your knee that wasn't there before. At first, it was subtle, almost unnoticeable. But over time, you started to notice it more often. Heavier legs, softer muscles, less stability, less firmness. That body that had accompanied you your whole life started to feel different. Slower. More fragile. More distant from that image you still have in your mind. And that's the most disconcerting part, isn't it? Because your mind is still there. Still awake, with plans, ideas, excitement. Still wanting to live fully, to enjoy each day, to savor the simple things and also the big dreams. Your will hasn't aged. Your desire is still intact. But the body, that lifelong companion, seems like it's no longer responding the same. As if there were an invisible, silent, subtle barrier, a separation between what you want to do and what you physically can do. And what if I told you that this change you're feeling is not just the fault of time passing? What if everything we've been told about aging was only part of the story, and the most important part is still hidden, waiting for you to discover it? We've been taught to think that after a certain age, everything goes downhill. That it's normal to lose strength, agility, energy. That it's natural to get used to pain, slowness, tiredness. But what if that idea was wrong? What if that loss of vitality wasn't a biological sentence, but a consequence of something more silent, more everyday, and much more reversible? I invite you to ask yourself a question, with courage, without judgment, with total honesty. Was it really age that stole your energy? Or, little by little, without realizing, did you stop moving? Did you stop challenging your body, keeping it active, awake, and alive? Maybe it wasn't sudden, nor by choice. Routine, responsibilities, discomfort, accumulated tiredness, all contributed to making movement a second priority. But now, the reality is in front of you. And with it, a new possibility. Because here is the truth that isn't said enough. The true enemy of your vitality is not age. It's not the calendar, nor the gray hairs, nor the years lived. It's sedentarism. Each day you go without moving, without activating your body, is a day where muscles lose tone, bones weaken, metabolism slows down, and reflexes fade. It's a silent, slow, invisible wear, until one day, you notice it. But it's also a wear that can be stopped. Even reversed. Because your body, no matter how much you've neglected it, hasn't given up on you. It's still there. Waiting for a sign. A gesture, a decision, a simple movement that tells it, I'm back, let's start again. And that's why this video is not a coincidence. It's not just more content showing up on your screen. It's a signal. An invitation. It's that push you maybe needed to remember that your story is not over. Stay with me until the end. Because what you're going to discover here goes far beyond an exercise routine. a path. One that can give you back your energy, your strength, and most valuable of all, your freedom. Ask yourself this question. But don't ask it into the air or on the surface. Ask it for real, in front of the mirror. Look into your eyes, with the sincerity that only comes when there are no more excuses. Are you truly willing to accept that tiredness, pain, slowness will be your new normal? Are you ready to settle for a limited life, of restricted movements and postponed dreams? Or do you feel, deep inside, that spark? That small flame that tells you there's still more? That your story isn't closed? That there are still chapters to write? That inner voice that whispers, you still can. You're still on time. You still have the power to change the course. Now imagine, without filters or limits. Imagine what it would be like to wake up every morning with real energy. Not just without pain, but with enthusiasm. To feel strong when you get up, when you walk, when you move freely. To carry your things again without effort, to climb stairs without fear, to dance without shame, to play with your grandchildren without getting exhausted after 5 minutes. Imagine your body responding to you, accompanying you. And not only that, imagine how your mood would change when you feel like yourself again. How your self-esteem transforms when you look in the mirror and recognize yourself as strong. How your relationships become richer because now you can do more, live more, share more. All of that is possible. And all of that can start today. Do you know what separates it from your current reality? One single word: decision. It's not about being an athlete. You don't need a gym, or workout clothes, or to pay trainers. You just need something much deeper and more powerful, a commitment to yourself. A silent but firm promise: I will no longer stay on pause. And that commitment starts with a simple act. Small. Maybe clumsy at first. Maybe full of doubt. But real. Because the first movement, even if it seems minimal, has the power to change everything. Today I want to offer you something different. Something they haven't told you in Miracle Cream commercials, nor in TV shows that keep repeating that aging is about losing. Today, I want you to see yourself as the protagonist of a story that isn't over yet. A story where there is no written ending, but commas, pauses, chapters yet to come. You are not here to accept passivity or decline as inevitable destiny. You are here to take back control. To stop being a spectator of your own life, and become the protagonist again. Yes, even after 50. Especially after 50. Because at this age, you no longer live by inertia. You live by decision. And you are not alone. Thousands of people around the world have already made that decision. People like you, with fears, with doubts, with pain, with history. They weren't athletes. They weren't ready. Some didn't even believe they could. But they dared to take the first step. They knew. They committed. And today, they live with more strength, more energy, and more freedom than ever before. They are not superheroes. They weren't lucky. They weren't born different. The only difference between them and you is that they started. They chose not to give up. They chose not to wait to feel ready, and decided to act with what they had. And now, that same opportunity is in front of you. Yes, right now. Not tomorrow. Not when you have more time. Now. And the only thing you need to take it is to take that first step. A small step, humble, but profoundly powerful. Commit to trying. Even with fear. Even with doubts. Even if you don't know exactly how to start. Because the body doesn't need perfect promises. It only needs signals. And when you give it a clear signal, an honest decision, it responds. It always responds. Here begins your transformation. Not with empty promises. not with magical solutions. It begins with something real, concrete, possible. 3 movements. 3 simple, deeply effective exercises that don't require equipment, subscriptions, or special spaces. They only require your body and your decision. They are movements you can do from home, in just a few minutes a day. But don't be fooled by their simplicity. Because what you're about to discover is not just a routine. It's the first step to reconnecting with that dormant power that lives in you. That power you thought was lost, but that never abandoned you. Stay with me until the end, because this is not just about muscles. It's about freedom. About identity. About feeling like yourself again. Exercise 1. Push-ups. Awaken your hidden strength. Maybe the first thing you think is, that's not for me. Maybe you've seen them in intense workouts, in athletes, in young people. But the truth is different. Push-ups have no age, no condition. They are universal. An ancestral movement that has accompanied human beings forever. Since we had to push, get up, protect ourselves, survive. And today, they can become your best tool to recover firmness, vitality, and confidence. Because when you do a push-up, you're not just moving your arms. You're activating your chest, shoulders, back, core, posture, but above all, you're sending a very clear message to your body. I'm here. I'm ready. I want to be strong again. And you don't need to start on the floor. If you've never done a push-up, start standing, placing your hands against the wall. Feel how your body weight shifts, how your breath accompanies the effort. When that becomes easier, move forward. Use a firm table, a countertop, a lower surface. And when you're ready, try it on the floor, with knees down. There's no rush. No test. Every level is progress. Every attempt, a victory. Every push-up, a step toward your recovered strength. Exercise 2, squats. Empower your legs and your independence. If the body were a house, your legs would be the foundation. And like everything in life, when the foundation weakens, everything else shakes. Every step you take, every stair you climb, every time you sit or stand, you're using the most essential and powerful human movement pattern, the squat. It's not a gym exercise. It's a gesture of life. And over the years, it's not that you lose the ability to do it, you simply stop practicing it. And what is not used, atrophies. That's why recovering this movement is much more than training. It's reconnecting with your autonomy. Science is clear. Loss of leg strength is the main cause of physical dependency in older adults. But that doesn't have to be your fate. You can teach your body again what it means to move with control, with firmness, with purpose. You can recover the strength you need to live without fear of falling, without hesitation to move, without needing help for everything. And the best part is, you can start right now. All you need is a chair. 2 simple squats. Sit and stand with control. Do it slowly, feeling how your legs, glutes, and core activate. Start with 5 reps, then 10. Then more. Do it at your pace. Each repetition is a signal. You are starting to inhabit your body again. You are building balance, strength, stability. Squats don't just work the big muscles, quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves. They also strengthen your knees, hips, ankles, and spine. They improve your posture, activate your metabolism, help burn fat, and prevent diseases like diabetes, hypertension, or heart problems. And that's not all. By moving these large muscle chains, your body releases myokines, those amazing molecules that reduce inflammation, strengthen your immune system, and yes, also protect your brain from cognitive decline. Who would have thought such a simple movement could be so powerful? Today, you don't stand just to change position. Today, you stand to reclaim your power. To build, step by step, a version of yourself that's firmer, more stable, more free. Each squat is a silent declaration. I still can. I still have strength. I still have life. Exercise 3, plank. Awaken your center of power. So far, you've awakened your upper body strength with push-ups. You've reconnected with your legs, the engine of your autonomy, through squats. But there's a silent area, often ignored, that supports everything else, your center. That deep core that can't be seen, but that changes everything. Your core isn't just the visible abs we often associate with aesthetics. It's a group of deep muscles, transverse abdominis, diaphragm, multifidus, glutes, spinal erectors, pelvic floor, and more. That work in harmony to stabilize your spine, support your organs, protect your back, and give you balance in every movement. When your center is strong, you can move safely. But when it weakens, the whole body feels it. Posture collapses, balance fails, pain shows up. And this is where one of the most powerful, and most underestimated, exercises comes in, the plank. At first glance, it seems like a static, almost passive exercise. But nothing could be further from the truth. The plank is a complete challenge. A total body activation workout. In just 20 or 30 seconds a day, you can transform your body from the inside out. It improves your posture, strengthens your spine, reduces lower back pain, boosts your balance, and prevents injuries. And the best part, you can do it wherever you are. If you can't hold the traditional version yet, no worries. Support your knees. Use a wall. Start from where you are. Because every second in that position, every tremble, every conscious breath, is part of the process. Part of your deep strengthening. Align your body, head, shoulders, hips, and heels in a straight line. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes, stretch your legs, relax your neck, and fix your gaze. Don't focus on how long you last. Focus on how you do it. Because true progress isn't in how long you hold the position, but in how much connection it creates with yourself. Scientific studies confirm that strengthening the core reduces the risk of falls, improves proprioception. That is, the ability to feel your body in space, optimizes stability, and lowers the risk of injury. But the impact goes beyond the physical. A strong center translates into a firmer mind, into a more decisive attitude. When you strengthen your core, your whole body responds with confidence, and your self-esteem blooms from within. The plank doesn't just train your strength. It trains your focus, your patience, your determination. It's a silent mirror. In that static effort, your will is reflected. And from that center, you can rebuild yourself. This is the formula. Simple. Clear. Powerful. A routine that has changed thousands of lives around the world. Not because it's extreme. Not because it's difficult. But because it's possible. Because it adapts to you, no matter where you are starting. And because it's short enough not to steal your time, but deep enough to give you your strength back. 5 push-ups. It doesn't matter if you do them against the wall, on a table, or on the floor. What matters is that you do them at your level, with attention, with intention. Each repetition activates chest, arms, core, and back. Each one says, I'm present, I'm on my way. 5 squats. Just a chair, your body, and your will. Sit down and stand up slowly. Feel the work in your legs, your glutes, your balance. You're rebuilding the engine of your independence. 20 seconds of plank. On the floor, on your knees, or even against a wall. What matters is the connection, not perfection. Activate your center, align your body, breathe with intention. In that silence, your new stability is being born. And what do you achieve with just 5 minutes? Much more than you imagine. You activate the main muscle groups, stimulate the production of key hormones for your vitality, improve your posture and coordination, but above all, you send a clear message to your brain. Today I chose to move. Today I chose to live. Today I chose to evolve. And this goes far beyond the body. Each repetition you do not only strengthens your muscles, it also lifts your self-esteem. Each small victory clears your mind, oxygenates your emotions, releases tension. You start to see progress where before there was only frustration. You begin to feel that you are in control. And you become, finally, the active protagonist of your health. Don't let the years be the ones writing your story. Don't let the calendar decide for you what you can and cannot do. Age is just a number, but your will is a real force. Today, right today, you have something immense in your hands. You have the tool, the time, and above all, the decision. A simple, effective routine, made to fit you. A daily opportunity to reconnect with your body, your strength, your personal power. You don't need hours of training or military discipline. Just consistency. Just a few minutes. A small space each day to invest in the most important thing you have. Your body, your health, your future. Because each push-up not only strengthens your arms, it also strengthens your character, your determination. Each squat not only activates your legs, it boosts your confidence, reinforces your independence, feeds your sense of security. And each second in plank doesn't just work your abs. It reinforces your inner core, awakens your balance, and reactivates your desire to keep moving forward. Repeating this routine, day after day, is not just a physical matter. It's an act of transformation. A daily ritual that brings you, step by step, closer to that version of yourself you thought was lost. That young, strong, capable version, that never disappeared, it was only waiting for you to decide to reclaim it. Remember this, time doesn't stop. But you can decide how you live it. You can watch it pass, or you can ride it and use it to your advantage. Because true aging doesn't come with wrinkles, or with the number of years on your ID. It comes with resignation. With the mistaken belief that it's too late, that this is how it is now. And if you've made it this far, it's because you're not resigning. Because you want more. More energy, more vitality, more movement, more life. And that already sets you apart. That already sets you in motion. Take that tool. Don't let it pass you by. Use it, make this routine yours. Don't see it as just another task in your day, but as a gift you give yourself. Feel it in your body, breathe it with every movement, make it part of your identity. Repeat it tomorrow, the day after, and every day that follows. Make it your small ritual of strength, your daily appointment with well-being. You'll see how your energy begins to return. How your body, far from complaining, starts to respond with gratitude. And most importantly, you'll feel how your confidence grows, how you regain your power, how you begin to look at yourself with pride again. But don't stop here. If this message resonated with you, if something inside you was lit, share it. Give this video a like, so more people like you can hear it and take their first steps toward a more active and full life. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss the upcoming content. Because what's coming could mark a before and after on your journey to vitality. And if you're ready to take one step further, check the description of this video. There you'll find our free fitness guide, designed especially for those over 50. With detailed routines, adapted, with clear explanations, safe progressions, practical tips, everything you need to move forward with confidence, from home and at your own pace. If this video made you feel that inner fire, that call to move, to take back control, to prove to yourself that you can, don't ignore that signal. Today is the best day to act. Click, download the guide, start today. Because your body will thank you. And your future will too. See you in the next video, where where we will continue transforming, together, not just the body, but also the mind, the emotions, and above all, life.